right, Pedal Guys. Sam here. Dane is behind the camera.
Absolutely.
All right, so today we are talking about the new JHS Legend of Fuzz series. We each got one of them, trying them out, and I have to say, they sound amazing. I really think that Josh totally outdid himself this time.
Yes.
Loving it. So, I have here on my board the Supreme, which is based on a Univox Super Fuzz, specifically the black and gray version, which is the rarest version. It can fetch crazy prices online, but these are retailing for $179. So it's like you can either spend almost $1,000 on these vintage amazing fuzzes, or you can just get Josh's, and it has some special super JHS modes as well. So let's hear how it sounds. So right now I'm playing my Telly and American Noiseless pickups, and out in the other room I'm running into an Airline 1x12. It's basically a deluxe clone. Here's my clean signal. And here is the Supreme in normal mode, everything kind of at noon. So it is gnarly, it is rippy, it has this really crunchy upper harmonic character. Super fun, super fuzzy.
Super fuzzy.
So the expand knob here is basically your fuzz. Turn that up a little bit, kind of see what happens. Awesome. So now I'm gonna do the.
So do you wanna kind of show us the?
Yeah, you can see on the side here.
There's two little
red buttons. The first one I'm gonna press is tone, which gives it a big old scoop. Tone low end comes in. It's almost like Master of Puppets.
Amazing. Yeah, so, wow. It really changes the character.
It actually, yeah, it's basically two whole pedals in one, because the EQ structure is completely different. Oh man. Really nice. So then the second button is called mode, and that actually adds a little bit of a mid-range hump. So let's hear it on its own. So here's neutral setting. Now we're going to engage the mode. So it adds a little more extra mid boost, kind of helps with leads, but it really shines when it's paired with the tone.
Yeah, for sure.
So. So it's
wow.
It's really fun. Something that I think is awesome about it is how rippy it is for rhythm tones. But I feel like I need a little more sustain for leads. So what I found is if I pair it together with my sun phase, which is basically a fuzz phase.
it really gives it this gives it a lot of texture, and I think the modes add a lot to that pedal. So generally when you buy a Fez pedal, it's kind of a one and done. But especially with the rarity of this circuit,
a whole range of tones, and yeah, it sounds awesome. And every setting is super usable and really adds so much character. It's really a character fuzz.
Yeah,
But
a lot of people are looking for these more expensive fuzzes. I know Fuzz Roaches and these other brands will put out like a special edition bong ripper or something else, and this does a lot of those sounds literally in one pedal.
Yeah,
if not for $250 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, I'm loving it. So yeah. Oh, and one thing I wanted to show you is I'm going to switch guitars now.
Yes.
Okay, so the Jazzmaster here is tuned down to C standard, and then I'm dropping to A sharp.
A sharp.
So real low.
Super low.
Super low. Nice droney stoner medley tones. So here's a clean. And then here's the Supreme with both of the modes on. Fat, sludgy, and I think there's something about the upper harmonics that happen with this that really allow a low tuning like this to still pop and have punch because it's adding that high end content when it's tuned down so low. So
the bass fills out so well too,
and that scoop, the scooped mode is like huge. So, dig it.
It sounds excellent. It really does.
Dig it the most.
A couple of different applications, you can really get a lot out of this fuzz pedal.
So many applications. I'm totally blown away. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Cool, man. Let's switch over to your board.
Excellent.
Let's do it. All right.
All right.
So we've switched over to Dane's rig.
Yep.
And we are looking at
the Bender. So this is the JHS version of the Mark III tone Bender. From Macari's in London, which is why it says 1973 London on the front.
Hell yeah.
So we just wanted to run you through some of the sounds. So here it is, just by itself, everything at 12. Gnarly kind of fuzz tones out of that, and it's got this damn dark kind of feature to it. It's very vintage sounding.
It is vintage sounding. I was gonna say it also, but it has a dark thing, but it's clear too. I mean, the note definition is there, and like the pick attack,
and even just like the depth of. And I'm gonna put this on both. I had that on the bridge pick. I'm gonna put this on both. It gets that bottom end kind of really working, and it's like flubby and gross, and I love that in a fuzz. I think it's one of the
You're giving me like things. Queens of the Stone Age vibe.
There we go. Now I'm going to back all the way off on the tone knob.
And this is the standard mode?
This is the standard mode. So this is just what you would get from the classic Mark III tone Bender.
Right.
So if you were to walk in there off the shelf, this is what you've got, right? So this is it with the tone rolled all the way off. So you can tell a lot more of that. the attack. So the tone is still all the way off.
Yep.
I'm going to turn the attack, which is basically the fuzz control on this, all the way up. All right. So this is going to
nice.
give you a little bit of that. But what I really prefer on this mode, and actually in the other mode, is if you tank. So I'm going to start back at 12 here. If you tank the tone knob and go a little bit this way, so go a little dark with it, and you take the attack and go a little bit this way with it, you're going to get a more trebly fuzz sound with a kind of more flubby tone. So here's what that sounds like, and this is a sound I use a lot actually on this. So. So yeah, so you can get that. It's a little bit dead, a little bit prickly. Really nice setting on that.
Nice. Yeah, it's sort of grungy, almost like broken amp vibe.
Very broken amp vibe. So if you like that, like vintagey, old sounding, like it sounds like it's broken, that is this whole pedal in a nutshell. Now, there is the secret button on the side.
The secret switch.
So if you can see right there. Like a little guy's hiding there, so I'm just going to reach in and press that in. Now,
boom.
If we do that...
JHS secret mode.
Secret mode.
Engage.
If we do that, it's going to raise the headroom, basically. Everything's going to be a little bit louder, a little bit more clear, and somehow a little bit more broken. So let me give you a taste of this guy. 12 o'clock. Let's give you a little bit.
That's awesome.
It's richer, adds more volume. Let me give you a little.
The note separation for those complex chords, you're getting every note there.
Not bad, right?
That's awesome.
So one of the things I like about this mode, and I leave it on this mode pretty much all the time, is that it really does the fuzz chord thing well, which I love, which you can't normally do on a tuned down guitar playing with a fuzz pedal. So that's one of my favorite things. Now I'm gonna do that same mode with the tone slightly rolled off and the attack up.
Okay.
And show you what that sounds like, because that's the sound that I really like on this guy. So tones down, attack is slightly up, like right around there. Volume stays where it is. And I'll give you that one. So this is my... Let me give you some more one-note lines too. Has that hairiness around each note. You know, you get dimes just to do it. It's fun. Switch over real quick, so give me 1 second. We'll pull out the Telecaster.
Yeah,
it's different. So this is in standard tuning. Telecaster, parts Telecaster, bridge pickup.
Yeah, man, rip into that.
I'm gonna play it on the JHS mode still, but we might as well just to give you kind of.
So you know what I love about this
Mm.
right away, because a telly is such a bright instrument as it is. There's still plenty of high end
Yeah.
on then chime on those chords.
It does retain a lot of that stuff, and especially if you play like you could almost get away with it as an over. Like, let me just experiment real quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
turn the attack all the way
See what
down.
happens.
I just want to see this. So the tone knob's pretty much all the way up. The attack knob's almost all the way off.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's cool. Well, this is the thing. Is like I always think about Jimmy Page as being like a quintessential Bender player, and I don't think of I think only on the first 2 records, but I don't think of his tones on those records as being like fuzzy tones.
No,
they sound like a really pushed amp tones.
It's got to be that combination of like treble. The treble booster was one of the first effects that they started using. Right. So I wonder if that. I don't know personally. Maybe I'm missing a huge piece of like fuzz history here, but that had to influence the tone bender. I feel like the Dallas Rangemaster and like the treble booster side of things had to influence it. But you're right, it doesn't sound like. Yeah, it's not heavy.
That's pretty close too.
It's not heavy, but it's like it does its thing.
Yeah, it's not like Sabbath, right?
Yes.
Like he wasn't like getting these huge fuzzy Sabbath things, but like it has its own kind of, it's its own sort of drive.
It is.
And this,
it is.
I feel like this is the closest I've ever heard. I've never owned a real vintage one.
But
so for like consumer level product, like this is the closest I've ever heard to that sound.
And I've seen
that's nice, man.
I've seen originals played. That pedal show did a visit to Macari's. Like there's people. Rex Schul's another guy I follow. Bought a tone bender from Macari's, but they're just insanely expensive. So if you're looking for a really close, I mean, this thing is golden. I'd recommend this to anybody.
Yeah, man.
I'd almost venture to say, and I feel like I've seen this in other videos, and I think kind of our conclusion with what we got anyway, was that I feel like the Super Fuzz and the Bender are the 2 out of that category that are just the most unique and hard to get. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Which is why I originally was drawn to the Supreme, and you were drawn to the Bender.
It's it.
So
plus the Supreme has while the Bender has 1 switch, which kind of gives it that like boosted mode.
The Supreme's got 3.
It's
really versatile.
It's
it does
really versatile.
It does a lot of sounds, and they're all really unique sounds.
Oh, totally. Totally.
So that's it, folks.
So that's those are the JHS
Legends of Fuzz.
Look on what every major retailer has them available right now. You can find them for $152 kind of, so you don't always have to pay $179. So look through other retailers like Sweetwater and all those guys. So check those out, and we'll see you in the next vid.
Yeah.